perfect if it rained.
Is that him?
Like you expected? God, doesn't he look old?
Good God.
This is the gentleman, I presume.
Yes, sir. Barrett.
My arms are tired. Let's go inside so I can put this turkey down.
Of course.
When do the others get here?
Tomorrow. Well, perhaps the boy and I will go shooting. Now, if one of us takes a quail, would you cook it?
I want to go shooting.
Catherine needs help in the kitchen.
I'll show you up.
Oh, there's no need.
The bathroom is just across the hall.
I know.
Of course you do. I would have loved to grow up here. If you're tired or just don't want to shoot a poor little bird, Barrett, you can take a nap. Roan won't mind.
I'm fine. I look worse than I feel, but I might need to borrow some boots. I don't have the right shoes for the mud.
We can just steal some from Roan. What size are you?
10.5.
How perfectly perfect.
These sheets itch.
You're not on the sheets? sick about it, Sloane.
About hunting?
About the whole thing.
Shoot me.
Bang! Bang!
My cello's here somewhere. My old cello.
See if those fit.
Like they were made for me.
How wonderful.
Roan and I are going to hunt her.
They don't know how fast I can run.
Ron's waiting for you in the shop.
You're from here originally?
Originally, yes.
Huh. There's something left of it in your voice.
Is there?
If you haven't shot before, don't tell me.
I have the filling for the pumpkin pie done, but let's do a strawberry rhubarb too. You could cut the strawberries. They're in the refrigerator. The knives are, where they've always been. I haven't rearranged anything. Your mother was so logical. I admire that. Would you mind using a cutting board, darling? You'll mark up the counter.
You done much shooting?
I'm not at liberty to say.
That must be rough for a city boy. My generation, in this part of the country, we went into the army.
Where did you serve?
Germany.
We're going to make a roux for the gravy and then cut it with the drippings.
You know that room you and my father share. That's where my mother died. But I suppose you know that already. You were in and out of the house. So you know that. I was at the funeral, you remember. People kept coming up to me and saying how nice and helpful you'd been. Always in and out of the house. In and out of the house. And look at you now. It's your house. The nurse has moved in.
Have you made a roof? Some people add the flour too quickly and ruin it.
It must be hard to sleep here sometimes.
You can't get those lumps out once they form.
I hope you changed the mattress on that bed before you started sleeping in it. Even the dog wouldn't go into there after she got sick. He'd just stand at the door and bark. You remember the dog we had, the black lab? Jake. The day of the funeral, he was bit by a snake. And his face swelled up so much that the skin burst. I came home from the mortuary and just found him lying in the yard. I didn't even think to help him.
Isn't that just like you? So helpful. So wonderfully helpful. Where the hell were you the whole time? In California? In school? Lying on a couch somewhere with a hangover? You know, my husband died too. You remember Robert. The cancer started in his jaw and then spread all around. They'd cut away most of his face by the end. So if we're going to talk about monsters and the like, I'm happy to compete with you. Believe me, I can compete with you. But I'd rather make dinner. If you want to be helpless, you can go expire in your room.
Did Robert know about you and Roan? My mother knew.
How long have you known Sloane?
Long enough.
I hardly know what she does out there. I'm not allowed to disapprove.
These are nice guns.
They get the job done.
How the hell would you know what was going on in this house? Don't you try to put your guilt on me. I won't stand for it. Not another second. If you think that you can come in here and try to reclaim this house with your little passo jabs and your little pinpricks, I can just as soon call the car and send you home. I don't expect you to know how horrible it was. You weren't here. Not till the very end, and that's the easiest time to come, when everyone else has waded through the god-awful mess.
Put the butt of your shotgun in your shoulder. That's it. Now, buddy, you keep the barrel down. Now, if something flies out, you're going to sight it with both your eyes. Lift your weapon, center the bead in your vision, and fire.
I'll do my best, sir. What am I shooting at? The ground?
Oh, you never shoot at the ground. You're liable to hit a stone. You send something right back in your face. Now, my dog Jake used to do this, but I've got to do it now myself. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to drive them south. If anything flies out, you fire. It's a blow!
How in the hell?
Oh, look how plump she is. That was a hell of a shot, son. Very fine. Think the girls missed us?
I doubt it, sir.
Nonsense. They live for this. The return. I bet they've been down there talking about us. Maybe they got drinks waiting. Something hot? Catherine always has something waiting for me. Judy, Sloane's mother. She didn't cook dinner. Well, that's unfair. She did. But always under duress. I don't remember asking her to make dinner. Somehow she assumed that I expected that. I suppose I did. And my daughter ever cook for you?
Sometimes, sir.
I always hoped that some of those cotillion classes would do some good for her.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm not plugging it.
Well, since the gentleman caller here shot it, perhaps he should plug it himself then. Come on, you can pluck your own quail. We should have taken care of this outside, but I'm sure you get all the feathers into the trash and don't try to make such a big mess.
Are we going to be chewing shot?
Did you use lead shot, son?
Well, I don't know, sir.
That's your meal. You only do as much of a job as is necessary. Or maybe you like a quill in your gum. I'm going to take a shower.
He was so excited to see you, darling. Yeah, that's it. Just pinch your fingers together, pull firmly.
That's not a very large bird, is it? Not much meat.
Oh, you look lovely, darling.
They're out of season, those quail. So you keep quiet about shooting it if anyone asks.
Who would ask?
Game warden.
Yes, sir. I had to go get ready, I think.
How would you like me to prepare your bird?
Simply, an illegal bird shouldn't be fussed over too much.
I enjoyed the hunt.
Your daughter's having a hard time, Ron.
Is she?
Now, dear, that's a red wine glass.
This is for white wine?
Yes, that'll do. Thank you.
Stephanie coming?
Of course. Late, she said, but she'll be here.
I just plucked a quail.
You shot a bird.
It was amazing. Ron fleshed it out. I shot it. And then I think he was proud.
It's like you're a natural woodsman.
He gutted it right there. You found it, I see.
Yeah, in the shed. My mom gave it to me. Take a look at the inscription.
I don't see it.
You know, there really isn't much evidence that she ever lived here. All the pictures have been taken down. She's been stuffed into the shed. Aren't you gonna shower? Are you filthy from the hunt?
Yeah, I should wash my hands again.
Wait, just... Can you just stay here for a little bit? I'm not really ready to go down there yet.
I was cooking.
Fine.
You two seem to be getting along okay. You seem to be getting along.
Things were going so well, I felt like I could cut her to pieces. But she started in talking about her dead husband, Robert. And, I just lost my nerve.
If it makes you feel any better, I wish I hadn't shot the quail. But I don't even think I aimed at the damn thing, but I killed it. And then he started complimenting me. Maybe they have no idea. Maybe we can just behave.
What do you do in Los Angeles?
I was just hired on by a firm. I'm fairly new to the area.
You've been there long enough to know Sloane. What sort of firm?
Barrett's a lawyer.
A lawyer? What sort of law?
Eminent domain.
I always think I know what that is, but then I have to look it up.
Means he works for the state. Seizing people's land.
I represent people who are in jeopardy of losing their property. I represent individuals.
Is that why you brought him? You're building a case against me? Is the government gonna seize my land and give it to some charity? Like a group of cellists, perhaps.
That's enough, Ron.
How did you meet my daughter? How exactly did you meet her? Or was I right? She was a client.
We met at the Getty.
Oil money.
It's an art museum.
Don't try to patronize me. I know more than you think. And my daughter, Sloane, here. She's very shrewd. She's a very diligent planner. Great fabricator of schemes. Her mother used to call her precocious. So you met her at this museum. Set the scene for me.
She was staring at a painting. I don't remember the painter. No, actually it wasn't a painting. It was a bronze sculpture. There were 3 pieces, and they were depicting Hercules.
Well, now that is a subject for art. I shouldn't underestimate my daughter.
I think it was the one where Hercules had caught a boar that had been terrorizing the countryside. And he brought it to the king, or no, to the prince. And the prince was terrified. And he was hiding behind the throne.
I'd hide from a boar. About 10 years ago, there was a family of boars living on our estate, and they kept rooting up the garden. I was too afraid to go outside. So Robert sat on the porch with a rifle for 2 days until this pig wandered into the yard. He killed it, shot it right through the neck.
That's not where you shoot a boar.
Don't talk about technique. He killed it, that's all that matters.
I've killed pigs. But regardless, Sloane was staring at a sculpture of Hercules wrestling with a boar. What then?
I asked you what you thought of the piece.
I don't remember what I said.
You said that you thought it was heroic, but at the same time, very silly. You didn't understand how a boar could terrorize an entire village.
Well, Sloane, it makes sense to me.
And you were just inseparable since then.
It all happened very quickly.
I felt like he already knew me.
It always feels that way when it's the right thing. Is that the door? Stephanie might be here.
I didn't hear anything.
I'll go check. Do I look acceptable? You'll have to be my mirror.
You look beautiful.
Sloane, I want to show you something.
What is it? I'm resting. Like a good steak.
It must have been the wind.
Lovely home.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Don't just stand there with your teeth in your mouth. Look. You recognize it?
No, I've never seen it.
Belonged to your mother.
You must be mistaking my mother for someone else. It's not Mom's ring.
I had it altered. The stones are the same. I called you about it.
The hell you did.
I called. I left a message. You didn't get back to me. I've called you a lot over the last 3 years, and I've hardly spoken a word to you.
Why'd you change it?
The past. The past is awful.
You couldn't buy a new ring.
It belonged to my grandmother. I wanted to keep it in the family. I wanted to give it to you after Judy died, but I don't think that you wanted it.
Does Catherine know that it was Mom's?
No, of course not.
I don't know why you brought me in here. I wouldn't have recognized the ring.
Because I wanted to be up front with you. That isn't a popular approach in this house, I see. But I'm not undermining you, my daughter.
Oh, you're not?
No.
What would you call it?
I'm taking stock. If you have anything to tell me, then you tell me in private. I'll forgive you. Let's pretend that we're having a gay old time in here for the others. Come on. What would make you laugh? You go find the others. I'm going to make a call.
You see that, dear? Christmas, years ago, when I was with Robert. Someone had broken a wine bottle and put it in the garbage, and I reached in to press down the trash because it had gotten so full. I severed a tendon. Can you believe that? My thumb went limp. I can't hold anything too heavy anymore. I'll just drop it.
I'll get it.
Nonsense. You might drop it on purpose. Tomorrow's the real dinner. Just wait. The house will be filled. If I remember correctly, Barrett, I have you seated next to Evelyn Talbot. Oh, my God, Barrett, I forgot your quill. I left it in the oven. I thought I might have burnt it, but it looks perfect, doesn't it? Rowan, I would like you to give a blessing. Welcome our family. I don't think they feel quite welcome yet.
Of course they feel welcome.
I do hope that we have grandchildren someday.
We're working on some. Aren't we, Barrett?
Are you?
Of course.
I think I put some music on. What do you want to hear?
Is it too early for Christmas music? No, I suppose it is, but if no one objects.
I object.
That's a little strident, don't you think, Bro?
It's Wagner.
My mother was German.
I'm part German, too.
I meant from Germany. She was born there. I took my mother to see the Valkyrie 2 years ago when it was at the Met. I drove her down.
What's Die Valkyrie?
Oh, this is the second part of Wagner's Ring Cycle. The whole opera, it lasts for 17 hours.
Did she enjoy this? I don't think I could take more than a few minutes of it.
She loved it.
I have never heard such sad music.
I'm going to turn it down.
No, wait for your father. You don't know how he'll react.
He'll have to make a concession. I can't hear myself chew.
You haven't touched your food.
I can't hear myself drink that.
Darling, don't you dare!
I can't hear your wife.
My fiancé! You turn that music back up.
Barrett was just telling us about his mother. She sounds like a wonderful woman.
She died when she was 55.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a terrible age to die.
My mother was 56.
That's how old I am.
They must have all been around the same age.
I'm sorry, how did it happen?
Well, tell us how she died.
Don't you be so awful.
She got hit by a car.
I'm so sorry. Tell us more about your mother.
She worked at a university. She was a secretary, but she liked to call it administrative assistant because it sounded more dignified.
Does sound better.
What school?
Boston College. There's a reservoir there that she used to like to walk around when the weather was good.
Let's go take a walk around the woods. We could get soaking wet and then go to bed.
This is the only wet I'm going to get.
You know, it's still too loud, Ron. I think you've made your point. Let's turn it down.
I wasn't making a point.
No.
How's your quail?
Oh. I think it got cold.
We'll watch you.
You don't have to eat.
The hell he doesn't.
Well, I hope it isn't dry.
It's very tender.
I envy you. Listening to Wagner, eating a quail.
Oh, your tooth.
Oh, you should have swallowed that.
Yeah? No, I don't. I'm fine. I think I felt something hard, and I don't think I broke anything, but it's all right.
That's lead. I must only use steel shot in my gun. Fortify it. Someone changed the record. Help her. I want to see how you interact domestically.
Well, hello there.
Barrett at your service?
How's your tooth? I never got a good answer about your tooth.
I think I brought that.
All I see is a black hole.
Maybe I'll break it later.
How are you two getting along over there?
So where'd you get all these records from, Ron? Did you rob somebody?
Cleaned out the attic. I found the record player and a box full of records.
There wasn't much else there.
Pick one. Show me how you're getting along. I like to gauge how serious you are.
We're very serious.
I wonder what sort of children you'd have. Careful!
Gorgeous ones.
What?
Gorgeous children. I just remembered. Weren't you supposed to play something for us?
A concert.
No, put a record on.
Rowan, she's going to play something for us. How about that? She's better than the entire Bayreuth Festival Orchestra. Aren't you, Sloane? Are you better than a whole Bayreuth Orchestra? This is what I was telling you about.
Stephen.
It's your new sister, Stephanie.
I'm tuning.
What do you need?
Linseed oil.
I'll get you olive oil.
Perfect.
Here's my daughter.
I've inherited a model.
Oh, she's a lot more than a model, you lout.
I'm not much of a model. Hello?
I'm Barrett.
Sloane's fiance. What do you think about that?
I'm sorry I'm so late.
Two girls. An amateur cellist and an amateur model.
You're the amateur.
Ooh.
She is a wonderful model. Don't you let anyone tell you otherwise.
I
She's
bet.
on the verge of real success.
Me too.
Well, I'm not. I'm too old. It's just a few ads in the local paper.
Provocative ads.
You come just in time for dessert.
Are those my papers?
Yes. Yes, sorry.
Now hold on to them. I'm liable to forget where I set them down if I take them.
Oh, what are they, dear?
It's a surprise. It's not a respectful way to treat an instrument.
Who put it in the shed?
I can put whatever or whoever I want in the shed.
Sit down, Stephanie. Sloane made the pies, and she will be offended if you don't have some.
Your mother made them. I just cut the strawberries.
Was the weather bad?
No.
I should have made whipped cream. Are still good? Was the weather bad?
Stop playing that goddamn thing.
Stop interrupting me, for Christ's sake.
You are so pretty. Oh, you are so pretty.
Are you okay?
Of course. Are you worried that I'm nervous? I was. A few days ago, it seemed like there was so much to do. It seemed like I was a fool to do this, but really, I am fine, darling. And I wish you'd made it to dinner. Barrett, the young man that you just met, he shot a quail, and then when he ate it, he bit into a piece of shot. We all thought that he broken a tooth. Everything will be fine in the morning.
Why isn't it fine now?
It is! Someday, Stephanie, when you're much older, you'll understand. Everything is perfect. Oh, I was worried that you had been in an accident.
Delicious, Mom.
Oh, you're a peach. A rhubarb.
Zone. Blast is...
Rona!
Stop playing that goddamn thing. It's so old, it's making everybody sick.
Don't listen to that old ghost. He's been thinking about Judy is all.
The hell I've been thinking about her! Stephanie, we're gonna get you to drink.
I still have to drive, so
No,
I better not.
Don't be silly. I made a bed for you upstairs. We have so much to do in the morning.
Get your clothes tomorrow.
I am not going anywhere, Stephanie.
Oh, no. Don't anybody leave. I'm playing a concert.
Can't you see we're having a reunion?
Just a little while longer.
You know what this opera is about, son? Let's add a libretto, huh? What do you think? I could use your help. My German is rusty. What do you think it should be about? It should be about an American serviceman who was stationed in Munich after the war. And he meets a girl in Munich. She's beautiful. Not very tall. Fair skinned, just like all those Northern Europeans. The German girl wouldn't marry the American in Munich. But when he got released from the service, She come back with them to the States. What no one knows is they moved in here, into this house.
He's gone insane.
She was pregnant, turns out. And she had a son. We had a son. He was a very strong little boy. He never cried. I was working for my father's company then. I didn't own it yet. And I would come home here at night after work. I'd have a drink, and I'd play with my little boy. But it wasn't exclusively good times. This woman, this German wife of mine, she started misbehaving. And I should have guessed it. Oh, I should have guessed it. I know. I wasn't the first serviceman to spend time with her in Germany. I was just the last in a string.
What do you mean by misbehaving?
I'm glad that you asked that. You of all people, I'm glad you asked. For the first few years, she was fine. She didn't know anybody. She didn't know how to drive. But one day, I come home from the office, and she wasn't in. My son was right here in this living room. He was looking through a book. And I said, Christopher, where's your mother? Well, he wasn't big on talking. He just looked at me. I said, did she go out? Good. And he nodded. Well, I left the house on foot. Yeah. I thought maybe she was in the garden or sitting up there by the pond. But I couldn't find her. So I walked down the driveway. There's a trailer park half a mile up the road. I went up there just to see if anyone had seen anybody walking on the road. There's not much foot traffic on this road, so someone would have noticed a pretty lady walking by. I found a man sitting in front of his trailer, chewing tobacco. Sir, I said, have you seen a blonde lady in the last hour and a half walking by? And do you know what he said?
What?
About 5'4", he said. I said, yes, that's her. And he pointed to a trailer, little white trailer. So I come up to this little white trailer with its garden with whatever the hell kind of flowers grow around here, and I knocked on the door. No answer. And I knocked again. And nobody answered. So I tried the handle. And the door opened. She was in there all right, trying to put a dress on. I didn't recognize the man. He was 30 at the most, unshaven, clean white t-shirt, and I thought, I'm going to kill him at first. But instead, I stepped back and I closed the door. And she came running out after me, screaming how sorry she was. And she followed me down the road, clutching at my hand. I didn't say anything to her. We just walked down to the house, and I took her upstairs. And I made her pack 2 suitcases. And then I loaded her into the car with her boy drove him into town. I gave him $500 and I left them at the bus station.
What happened to your son?
I guess you thought you fooled me. But I recognized you on the porch, Christopher.
You have some very entertaining stories, Roan. They're very entertaining stories. But my mother told me what it was like to be trapped here.
We're his children.
It was me, Catherine. It was my idea.
Don't let him take all the credit.
Why did you do this now? Why did you come here now?
Give me another piece of pie.
You knocked it over, you fool! How could you be so horrible?
Here! I'm certain this is what you're looking for. And what did your mother say about me? I bet you said terrible things.
She said that leaving here was the best decision she ever made. And I know you made it difficult!
Am I a good-looking target? Come on, it's your shot! Coward! It's your shot!
You may have succeeded in ruining a few people's lives. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you ruin mine.
We're leaving!
It's good to meet you, Barrett.
Christopher.
I hope you enjoyed yourself. surprising us like this?
Sloane invited me.
Ah, yes, well, that makes sense. She would. She doesn't approve of this or anything. Sloane, you came to ruin my wedding day!
How do you take your coffee?
Waiting in line, hypnotized. Got my eyes on the horse that is high, never ending circles in my skull. Aching spell. Thank